I've got way too many white screens open
Okay.
right now.
Alrighty. All right, guys, we should be live. Hopefully, if someone can check on that, just to make sure everything's running smoothly. But we should be live. Hello, everyone that may be watching this recording, because I know there's no one in the audience right now, which is fine. This is Hunters of the Hauk, session 5, and we are continuing where we left off from last session, with the group hunting down this owlbear, whether to save it or to kill it. Up to them to oh, hi Shelley Park, whether to, you know, they're going to decide in the moment, or maybe they've already decided, whatever. We are missing 2 players tonight. That is Dee and Angelo. They will join us. Angelo's out for the month, but Dee will be back hopefully next week. And we actually have a new player at our table, Riley, who is going to join us tonight and for future sessions. Just to recap from what happened last session. The group has traveled 8 days out into the woods, and if you look on the map, which I have on the screen, you'll see there's two towns, or 2 cities, Black Pine and Atagus, and there's a trade route in between them. And the guild has been requested to deal with an owlbear that has been antagonized and is now lashing out along this trade route. And they were told to either kill or subdue the owlbear. And in their investigations, their 8-day travel, they found out that there may have been poachers that have been tampering with this owlbear and its young. So we are going to see what happens tonight and get Riley in on the action. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, Matt, before we actually get into all of that, we got to deal with your downtime. So This is a fun little mechanic that we kind of did last week. It was our first time doing it, so I'm gonna run you through it.
Nice, on it. There we go.
So Matt, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go on roll 20, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the in the folder called Hunters of the Hauk.
Downtime jobs and mechanic.
Yes, you're going to choose 2 and to roll on.
2 weeks, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do the one that I was going to do anyway, which is Seeker Field Mission.
Okay.
And the other one I've come across and thought, you know what, that could be useful, is the gardener/farmer.
Is the which one?
The whole gardener/merc.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right.
My brain instantly went to survival is my highest stat. I'll pick the survival ones.
All right.
That's my job.
Okay, so since the first one's gonna be the you said Seeker Field Mission?
Seeker.
Okay. So go ahead and roll either an investigation, insight, nature, or survival check, the DC being 15.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the survival, because that makes more sense. I'll bring my character sheet up again, just to make sure I get my numbers correct. Okay, well, that's a 15 on the dice, so...
Perfect. Okay.
We'll ignore the +7.
So if you have the tracker open, the Excel document that I sent to everyone,
Yep.
You can go in there and add 200 gold to your starting gold. Whatever your starting gold is, add 200 to it. You also get
none.
Oh, okay. We have 200 gold.
I have 2 silver. 9 silver.
You also get 1 favor, so you're gonna put 1 favor in both columns. And then you also get information that's gonna help your mission. And the information you get to kind of make this mission a little bit more digestible, a little bit more easier for you and whoever you're with, is that there is poachers that have been sighted that are up in the woods to the northeast of that trade route between Black Pine and Antagus, and in terms of their capabilities. Because the owlbear is kind of well documented. Most people know what an owlbear is capable of. But for the capabilities of these poachers, you know that they are using long range weapons. They are using traps, and it's some of them that surround you. And this is where the mechanic kind of comes in. Some of them can have pack tactics, which means if they get around you, they get advantage if they're within 5 feet of each other and they're attacking you. So that's kind of like your preemptive info that you get to help you with your mission. And then, so your next one is the Hall Gardener. Farmer, yep. So you can roll an herbalism kit, a nature, or survival check with the DC being 17.
Right, I'm going to do the survival again, because it would be stupid of me to do anything else. Oh, crap, I accidentally clicked a button on the side of my mouse and closed Roll20. 17, you said, yeah?
Yep.
That is an 11 on the dice, +7 is 18.
Perfect. All right, so you get to add 430 gold to your funds. You get another favor in both columns. And now you get 3 special rations. You can put these special rations in the inventory section of that Excel document, but they allow you to spend hit dice without expending them. So you get 3 of these. So if you're taking a short rest and you're like, oh, I need to spend some hit dice, you can choose 3 to not spend, or at least not count when you spend them. This is also very useful for, let's say, fighters who might use second wind. I don't think we have any fighters in the group, but if someone was a fighter and they chose to use second wind to use hit dice to get HP back, that would be perfect for them.
Okay, cool. And I put that in my inventory thingy.
Okay. So, and then in terms of what you have, so let's see, you have 7 total standing and 7 favor points. Before your mission, you can decide if you want to spend favor or you can just keep it and wait until you want to spend it. The only thing I think that...
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing you really have access to buy really right now is the 5 health potions. You can gain an NPC to come help you on a mission, or you get 5,000 gold.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I'm holding on to them Because I
yeah.
have an idea.
Yeah, no problem. That's doable. Okay, so
I have something I've seen, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait for that.
okay, so
Do I need to tell you what I'm waiting for?
no, you can. No, it's yeah, it's all you. I will say when you buy stuff with favor points, the only thing that it takes away from is the column where it's like favor points to spend. It doesn't take away from your total standing because that's always there, and that will only go up and down. Yeah.
The standing is basically a rank.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the things that you do spend on, like some of those things that say like, oh, you can get a rare item or uncommon, whatever. Like when it says something like that, you can choose whatever it is as long as it's published in a book and it has that rarity. Like it's just the guild provides in some kind of way. All right.
Well, that's interesting because my favorite item in the entire game is only a rare, I think.
See, for me, my favorite is an uncommon item, and I can't believe it's uncommon, but it's the Displacer Cloak, because I think that should be rare, but it's uncommon, but it's like so cool.
My favorite thing in the entire game is the Dragon Wing Bow.
Is that give you? What does that one do?
So it's a bow that can be any of the draconic elements as the extra damage types.
Oh.
So it's acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, or thunder.
Okay.
And it creates its own ammo.
Well, that's nice.
Like, if you pull the string back without any ammunition in it, it just creates the ammo at full draw.
That's perfect for, let's say, a ranger.
A ranger. Especially a ranger that's a Drake Ward.
Exactly. Okay.
My whole shtick is that's what I'm saving them for. I will let you know that in advance.
So you find out that you overslept for whatever reason, and the group left without you. So you begin that 8-day journey trying to catch up to them, and even though you're following their tracks and following where they should be going, you might take some time to hunt for your own food because you're out in the wilds and such.
That's the point. Am I able to sell any of the random body parts I had from before?
Yes.
I've just gone into my inventory and remembered how much stuff was in there.
Yeah, how much stuff do you have? You have to remind me.
So I have 20 of the axe beak feathers. I was going to keep those for fletching for arrows.
Okay.
I have the 3 beaks, like the actual axe beak.
Mm-hmm.
I have 7 talons. And I had 2 moose legs that were smoked.
Nice.
I had the pristine wolf pelt that I got from the one that the goblins killed.
Okay. So the pristine wolf.
Yes, Riley, I have a lot of random tabs.
No, I just, in that first thing when you guys, I watched the episode where y'all were up against the moose. I have a moose. I'm originally from Alaska.
Okay.
That's how you can tell I have a moose in my home. Must be from Alaska.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then when you guys were, I was pleased that someone was like, "We can't carry all that meat." I'm like, "Thank you for knowing that." Thank you for knowing that.
As much as I have a huge carry weight, there's no way in hell I'm carrying all of that.
And I mean, you did say we processed this entire moose in like 2 hours. I was like, Oh, it's a magic land. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes the DM doesn't know everything, and we just make it up as we go.
Many hands make light work.
Yeah. So for the pristine wolf pelt, do you have a plan for that, or do you want to provide it to the guild?
I wanted to approach a tailor of some kind and have it made into a cloak.
Okay. So
or at least not necessarily made into a cloak, but added to my green.
Yeah. I was gonna say the green cloak is standard, and you could add it to that. I will say because you succeeded so well in keeping it well kept, like the best way to put it, you get to earn 1 extra favor.
I almost put it on. I almost put it on JJ's one. It's like, no. That was for me.
And so these are things that I want you guys to think about when you're on your hunts and when you're doing your missions. That this stuff that that you put in your inventory, sometimes it could pay in different ways, whether it's selling for gold or if you have a pristine wolf pelt, like you took time and and the skill was high enough, you might get something out of that.
I will say one thing is a quick question: is it possible to have half points in favor? Like, is it, or are they all solid ones?
It's all solid ones.
Okay, because my thought was the fact that I wasn't the only one that got that help.
Yeah,
I had help.
If you had help, if you remember who helped you, that person would get one favor as well. Okay, Galen, you get also one favor for that.
Because I remember distinctly that he was doing one side while I was doing the other.
Okay.
Which is why we did it so quickly.
And then for the axe beaks, they can be sold, and per axe beak you get about maybe 10 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to sell the 3 beaks and the talons.
The talons you get, those are a little bit less. You probably get about maybe 1 gold for each of the talons.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had a moth fly across my face.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. It was literally as I looked over at the camera, I just saw.
All right. Anything else you want to do? Is there anything else you want to do at the guild, or are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
Okay. All right. So with that said, then as you journey out, eventually we'll say, just because we're gonna fast forward time here, you come across the party as a young owlbearer is freed and allowed to walk and wander. You hear the group decide, okay, now we have to go after James and Barley. And that's kind of where you begin to show up, and that's where we're going to take it. So I now leave the stage, and I'm in the audience, and you guys, you have Kaz join you from the guild.
Someone not woken me up.
I didn't know where you were sleeping. I simply assumed one of the others had spoken to you or something.
Yeah,
I apologize.
So, owlbears, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
We believe it to be the work of poachers.
Yep. I did a bit of like scouting around, and like the poachers, they're using traps. And they, what was the other thing I said? And he just sort of like pulls out a notepad, starts flicking through it. There it is. And they're using long range weapons, and they will try and surround. Like, they're going to try and sort of ambush us and cluster us together, because it seems they fight better together.
Good to know.
Ondon will actually hold up, even though Boomy's not here, I'm assuming we still have access to the bag of holding. And he'll hold up the purse, open it up, and pull out the hunting trap that we already took from the guys up the road that we're currently on our way to go ask some questions. Already a step ahead of you, buddy, but it's good to know somebody else thought to look ahead.
Exactly.
Do you want to carry the trap? I know that you have a fondness.
I would like to put it on someone's head. Yeah, sure.
I'll take that out of my inventory, and I'll absolutely
and I just like
give him
the
the
little
bear
loop,
trap.
the loop that's on the back while it's dangling. I just sort of tie it onto my belt and leave it there.
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming it's just a normal old bear trap, right?
It's a regular bear trap. I don't think D&D Beyond has one of these kind of things,
Yeah,
but
it does not,
but the way I would rule it is that it's a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 13. Actually, let's make that a DC 14.
There is a hunting trap actually on D&D Beyond, by the way.
Let's use that then. That might be easier.
It does 1d4 piercing damage and restricts movement to 0 for whatever creature is caught into it. It is a DC 13 even, so I thought you were reading the hunting trap.
No. I was just guessing there.
I've just added it to my equipment. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Can someone send me the link to that so that way I can, in case I need it for whatever reason. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
Just display it in there.
Okay. So you guys kind of join up, trade notes, and you know that James and Barley is not too far away. So as you guys begin to retrace your steps to find James and Barley by that small little creek, as soon as you get there, you realize they're not there.
I'm just sort of, as soon as I realize they're not there, I'm just going to duck. He immediately just crouches down.
Well, Kaz, it seems like it's back to tracking for us then. And Ondon will give kind of like the lay of our experience with James and Barley from before, including pointing out like where I stole the trap from the brush and things like that.
Marios, do you think you could also help with the tracking?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
so
will
should we just
kind of nod.
so we just gap ourselves, I don't know, 15 feet apart and go? That's all like that? That work?
Whenever we met James and Barley before, the girls were all gathered together, so they don't even know that I exist. And they certainly don't know about you. If we split into myself and you, Kaz, they would expect the girls to still be traveling together, and you and I can follow from the brush.
So if we split off one side each, you want left or right?
You can take the woods, I'll take the river.
Works for me. Oh, he sort of looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, fair point." I always forget.
I believe that means I'll follow you as you take the center. Is what it sounds like.
Yep.
And he just, as soon as that, like, him and Onda just sort of look at each other, and go, and then walk off.
Okay. For those that are actively trying to track James and Barley, give me survival.
Also, can I just say, can I be having my shield and kind of watching around, kind of to try and protect Maros?
Yeah, you
Well,
can
she's-
make a perception check. Yeah.
I'm rolling very well for survival today.
That's good.
26.
I got 16.
16, 26. Okay.
I got a 16.
16 for perception.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So for the people making survival checks, those are pretty good rolls, and the DC was very low because these individuals did not cover their tracks very well. I would say honestly, Kaz, you rolled really high to make the distinction that they definitely didn't cover their tracks very well. It's almost as if that was on purpose. And that is when, Gabs, you begin to notice there's a trap ahead for anyone following the tracks, and you notice it before anyone else does.
Halt! Stop! And I'll grab the back of Moros's clothes to stop her before she can take another step.
And down on the ground, you see another bear trap.
Oh,
You
whoa.
almost stepped in
I
trap.
just immediately knock an arrow, and I'm just sort of at maybe half draw, just holding gently.
I think I would try to grab a stick anywhere I could find it, just to poke into the bear trap and make it spring.
Oh yeah.
So that way,
Well, I wouldn't do that because that would let them know we're here.
Ooh.
that is true. Ooh.
I'd like to do a perception check just to make sure that there isn't anybody necessarily able to watch.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your perception check.
I just sort of drop to a knee at half draw, and I'm not like looking around. I'm just trying to listen for any move.
You can make a
That's
perception
a
check too.
21.
Okay, so 21.
You said perception, yeah?
Yep.
13.
Okay.
Great.
There is as far as the both of you are concerned, there doesn't seem to be any immediate danger that you can perceive. You don't have the feeling someone's watching you. Honestly, it just feels like someone, if for the most part, knew that someone was going to be following these tracks, and they decided to leave a trap just in case. It doesn't seem like anyone's like this definitely doesn't seem like an ambush area.
Ondon will absolutely slide out of the river and offer to disable the trap so that we can take another one with us. Does anybody object to me just carrying Boomy's bag while she's not here?
I would say Boomy's with you guys, and I can roleplay. I can not roleplay, but I can like do her character if there's combat. But she's there. I mean, you guys have access to, certain things within the bag.
I mean, for like sake of ease, that way we're not like transferring things back and forth from because
Yeah.
I was carrying Boomy's bag when I was carrying Boomy, so
Yeah, that's fine.
can I do a thieves tool check to disarm the trap quietly and stash it away?
Yes, you can make a thieves tools check.
Does that mean I have access to Melvin's inventory since he's on my shoulder all the time?
Well, actually, Melvin actually, because Ange was like, I'm out for a whole month, we decided to keep Melvin back at the guild. He is not with you guys.
He's just he's become the front man for the local band.
I forget. Do I get my dex modifier on?
Yes.
So that's going to be a 19.
19? Yeah. I mean, that's easily, you can easily, the words escape me. Disarm. You can easily disarm the trap. Wasn't a
That's the
combo.
worst part when the word just vanishes.
Yeah. Especially when it was said like maybe a few moments ago. It was not a complicated trap at all. So with ease, you're able to disarm it. The question is though, as Maros had pointed out earlier, is do you want to take it with you? Because that could leave them to think that someone is tracking them.
Well, but seeing it there disarmed would also lead to believe that someone coming after them as well.
That's true.
Like if we're trying to make it look like no one's following them, we want to leave it there armed.
I mean, if we're following the tracks, we'll come up on them more likely than them looping back to check on a trap.
Well, I mean,
So he's going to
tracks-
pocket the
these
You
trap.
never know.
I just sort of look at it, but it's like, these tracks do kind of look deliberate.
You've made me paranoid now. So while they're talking, I'm gonna do another perception check.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, a 3.
Can I also do one?
Yeah, absolutely. For the 3 there, Gabs, Seer notices absolutely nothing other than the fact that it's, I will say it's getting close to maybe dark. You probably got another couple hours. That's about the gist of what you're perceiving. That and the weather.
I got it.
As a reminder, the paranoid fishman has a passive perception of 16, so...
I mean,
mine's
I have a
15
passive
as well.
perception of 15, but I got a 20.
20? Okay. For the 20, you... I'm just pulling some up quick. Ignore me. You notice that there is... hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6,
just realized
7, 8.
I should have clicked long rest before we started, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you probably should have. You notice, Maros, that the surrounding area you're in, again, you're reconfirming that there's definitely no one watching you. You're still in the neck of the woods, not too far from Merkstead, where you guys are on the edge, where the forest doesn't feel like it's watching you intently as much anymore, because you guys have traveled 8 days to the northeast. There's it's windy, about, there's occasional breeze, the trees sway back and forth. You know that it might rain later on in the night, but you can see the storm rolling in over the mountains to the north. Other than that, yeah, there's not much else to take notice of.
Okay, so we're all just really paranoid. All right, take the trap. Just,
Listen, it's contagious. When you've seen the things, you'll know why. But
Listen.
Auden is gonna stick to the plan that, like, Kaz said that in his scouting mission, he got information about where the poachers are. So if we're going to sneak up on their camp, why not take their traps to move them around ourselves?
Makes sense. At which point, I'm just like, I'm not fully out of the tree line talking to you guys. I'm like standing, leaning up against the opposite side of a tree, talking, so that if anyone just looks, I'm not with. Because we were saying the thing of, they've been seen together, but you and I haven't been seen with.
Yeah, I'm also gonna
So
slip
I'm
back
just
into the river.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself
Oh,
as
so we're
a
kind of just.
visually as a separate entity.
Oh, so we're kind of just yelling across the woods. All right. Yeah, take the trap, guys.
No, I mean you guys were on the path. I was in the tree, just to the side.
To be fair, I came out of the river to get the trap.
So
The
you
two sneaky boys both have traps now to set up for later.
Yup.
All
I
right.
believe we should stop for the night. Is
This
what
could
I
be
believe. We only have a couple more hours. It won't do us any good to wander about in the dark. Not in these woods. Not so close to Black.
Well, Meros can lead you in the dark, should it come to that. And I suppose that I can give up the comfort of the river to guide Kaz through. I'm sure that these hunters, we've already seen that they're human for the most part. They're likely going to have lights around their camp as well, which will be easier for us and worse for them.
True.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. So what the DM is hearing is that you're going to push on and follow the tracks.
It seems that way. Yeah. Sorry, I just stabbed myself with
Yeah.
a D4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys take the time, and you
I have
guys
very sharp dice.
you guys take the time to you keep tracking these tracks. And you guys rolled well enough to I mean, and again, these tracks were kind of deliberate that at some point they start to be a little bit more inconspicuous. And so at this point I need another survival check from those that are actively tracking these James and Barley.
That's a D12.
Do I need to declare who I want to give the help action to, or can
Yes.
I just give help action to either one of them that needs it?
You need to declare it.
Oh, I got a 24. Just to let you know.
I will be helping Kaz.
Oh, okay, advantage. Sweet.
Say that I would
Yeah, before you
help
waste
Kaz
it on
if he
me.
has no night
If it makes you
vision.
feel any better, I haven't called out what I did yet, so I will let you know. I am just crit fishing at this point. Okay, no crit fishing. It's another 26.
Okay, both of you rolled extremely well. This is a joint effort from both of you, as you know. There's you
The
guys
survival nerds.
Yeah, you guys are picking up on the same things and noticing the same things. These James and Barley went at some point when they decided they didn't want to be tracked anymore, and they actually started to try to cover their own tracks. You notice the small details, and that is the twigs that are bent amongst a brush and a pattern. You see the trends of these footsteps that are trying to be hidden. You notice that whenever there is roots or logs, that these poachers are definitely jumping on them to either disrupt their own footpath or whatever. It's to keep you from tracking them, but you're able to pick up where they proceed. You actually even find maybe off of like a piece of branch that's sticking out, just a small little bit of cloth that maybe from something that was torn off of their pack or their shirt or whatever. And then as you're tracking them, you start to see that more tracks join in with them. So it's no longer James and Barley, these two sets of tracks. You actually find 4 different tracks and something being dragged. Because you guys rolled high enough to determine that. And you begin following that distinct track.
Is Omden out of the water at this point?
At this point, yes, the water ends up being, you guys are getting away from any kind of water source at this point.
I just sort of look in his general direction and give a quick sharp whistle, just trying to blend it in with the general noise of the forest.
Pigeon call back in acknowledgement, and I am gonna like full stealth again.
And I just start signing.
Okay.
because that is what he learned for level 2. He learned sign language.
Yes.
Because so many people were using it. I was trying
Once
to find
again,
an
I
excuse
know
for,
this
for
thing.
learning it. I was trying to find an excuse for learning it, and then I was like, well, everyone's been using it. He'd be like, okay, well, if everyone's using it, I might as well learn it.
It's always nice when
Everyone but me.
yeah, everyone but
Listen,
Mars.
Maris, we can teach you sign. You can teach us Druidic. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you see a group of players take on like a skill or a feat or something that isn't widely sought after. And one of my examples is always like the chef feat. No one hardly ever goes after that.
I love the chef feat. I love it. It's so
Same.
good.
I have an orc monk whose entire thing is that he's a chef. He only goes on adventures to get ingredients.
Yeah. So
I had a previous character in one of my games whose whole shtick was that he was a chef. Like, he had the chef feat. He had his weapon was a frying pan. Like, he used a cast iron skillet as a melee weapon. He was a druid that his way of making it a melee weapon was he cast shillelagh on it. So his whole shtick was that he used to just run around beating people with a frying pan. He was basically our Samwise Gamgee. And it was amazing. And he had this little Tressum familiar, the flying cat.
I feel like it, but at this point though, we're gonna in real life have to learn sign language to make this more fun, because I think that would, like, on the camera we're like signing to each other whatever it is. I'm like, oh yeah, no, the DM knows what you're saying. Okay. And then the audience is all like, that's something that'd be really cool.
I do know a little bit of
Hey, this
American
guy's
Sign Language.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, this guy's weird.
Yeah.
He's a little suspicious.
All right.
But
So
yeah, I sort of turn to Ogden and I start signing. There's more, and I give him like an amount of how many there are, and let him know about the fact they're starting to drag something.
I'm going to sign back that the poacher that we already took care of had been dragging around the owlbear cub, so it's quite possible that there might be another cub coming up in the camp.
I just give him a subtle nod, and I slink back off into the deeper into the edge of the forest.
Can I give you my stealth check? Because I do feel weird having not rolled one yet.
yeah, if you are choosing to operate stealthily, go ahead and roll stealth.
I am now as well, so.
Also, are you not
Only.
telling Moros and I any of this? Are we just unaware?
I mean, if you guys look
Well,
over
we
as
don't know
well,
a
I'm
single
I'm
thing.
signing it.
Hold on. Time out. Maros does know because her survival lent it to
Yeah, I
just for
know.
her to know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Gabs
I just
doesn't
didn't
know
tell
nothing.
you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I just-
2 right now.
Yeah, I was signing it
For that
past.
stealth.
So if you knew sign language and you were looking at me, you might know what I was saying. But I was signing it past you towards Ogden.
Oh, I was distracted by that whole sign language conversation. I'm just staring at them dumbly. Like, what are they saying?
He's just like,
Okay, so if you were signing past me, I thought maybe then yeah, and kind of know.
Yeah, you probably saw it.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I thought I'm not being told.
All right, so stealth checks. Hit me.
24.
Oh, yeah,
24. Okay.
that's a good point. What is my rolls tonight? 23.
Well, I don't know, man.
I've not rolled below a 12 on the dice.
That's good. You may or may not need that luck. We'll see. Okay.
Well, that's it.
It'll leave when we're in combat, don't worry.
That's eerie.
All right, so you guys continue on for, at this point, for about 35 to 38 minutes worth of tracking these tracks at a very slower rate at this point because you're going stealthily. And then Maros and Seer, and then Boomy also is watching these two kind of up ahead, and they're giving you guys either halt or come, so that way you know when to proceed, because they're kind of leading this and they're up ahead trying to be stealthy and keep watch. At a certain point, though, between Ondin and Kaz, as you guys are following these tracks and you're up ahead a little, you do begin to see some, as the sun is set and it's dark, you do begin to see what seems to be light up ahead in the forest, like a campfire of some kind. You're muted there, Kaz.
Thank you. I will relay said information between everybody as best I can.
Okay. Everyone's alerted that there's some kind of campfire up ahead.
Ondon is going to sign to Seer to have for her and Moros to hang back. I'm assuming if there's a campfire going that we are now firmly in dark time.
Yes.
I would sign back because I want to use one of my level 2 things is if he gives the signal, I can dim their fire because I have thaumaturgy and I can use fire play. So it comes time. If they want, I can dim the fire.
That's pretty cool.
So I'll sign that to them when they go forwards since they told me that there's a campfire. And I'll let Moros, since Moros doesn't seem to know sign, I'll tell Moros what they said.
And Ondon is also going to sign to Kaz that since I can see, I'll go first to just kind of get the lay of the land, and I will continue on my stealth to go check out said fire, while keeping a careful eye out for traps.
Okay.
I'm just sort of going to stop at a point where I'm like, okay, I can see the fire, I can see the things around it, but I know that if it gets dark, I'm going to lose vision of this. I'm just going to make sure I'm at a point where I can still see it. I'm trying to keep like the setting sun behind it and trying to keep it in silhouette as best I can.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to process here. As anyone that gets close enough to see, we'll say this. So we'll start there. Anyone that's close enough to, I guess, hear really actually is you hear laughter. You hear some jovial sounds. There's a mix of femme and masculine like tones. The shadows dance off of the campfire, and there seems to be multiple people here. Upon getting closer and getting a better look, you might count about 7 individuals. About 7 people here, kind of mixed around the fire. Yeah. With that information, what do you do?
From my current vantage, can I tell? You said that they seem to be chatting, so I'm assuming that they're fairly casual. Do they have like their weapons with them? Do they have like whenever we were with James and Barley before, like they had their bows to the side? Does that seem to be like the situation now?
Make a perception check to glean more intimate details.
It's gonna be a 17.
You notice that each one of these individuals do have weapons. There is a mix of maces, scimitars, longbows. There is it does seem to be a little laxed. You also see some supplies off to the side, like you might, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's about 6 tents, and a couple of tents have like supplies on the sides of them, and you notice that there are what seems to be hunting paraphernalia that is scattered amongst the supplies.
And just because I live in a world of precision, they have their bows like actively on them while they're hanging out around the fire, or is it like out by the tents with the hunting paraphernalia?
Oh no, these guys seem strapped. They're not like actively on watch, but they have their stuff next to them for sure.
All right. I know that Kaz has stepped away for just the moment, so I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to do a little bit of extra scouting, and I'd like to, while moving cautiously, keeping track for any traps, move around to investigate the tents.
Okay. I will inform you that getting within tent distance puts you at a disadvantage in stealth because of the campfire illuminating the area, and because these guys are all within 10 to 15 feet of their tents. There's also no cover in this area.
God, that's what I was about to ask.
The best I can give you is, as you guys had approached this group, you guys are coming from kind of almost like a vantage point. There's a small little cliff that you guys are kind of coming up to and cresting, and they're kind of down from the cliff. The cliff is only, we'll say, 15 feet tall at its most. It's not a super big cliff. But they're on this lower like step of the side of a hill, and then there's like this like little pathway that kind of continues on with the main road. So you guys have found that these individuals are they're not like on the main road, but they're like on a road off the main road, and you can tell because there's tracks in like the dirt and the mud. But yeah, the most cover you got is that you can look down on them about 15 feet, because you have like this little edge to kind of peer over almost.
Got it. Okay. I will slip. Is 7 consistent with the number that Kaz gave me from the tracks earlier?
The number earlier was 4 plus something being dragged.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'm gonna slide back to the group and give them the current lay of the land. Fire, there's 7 people gathered around the fire, they've got some tents. Well, welcome back, Kaz. I'll repeat that information for you. We have a 15-foot cliff that we're going to be advancing on a group of 7 poachers who are currently gathered around a fire. They're not actively. We're going to be 15 above. They are going to be 15 foot below. So we are going to have the high ground, as it might be, though they are not the chosen one. But they are loosely gathered around a fire. They do have hunting paraphernalia and they are armed, but they don't seem to be actively keeping watch. He is going to look directly at Seer in her armor, and ask if just point blank, is there any way that you can move quietly?
Let me look at what I have. Not really. No.
Yeah.
Not unless I take off my armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with your armor, you do have disadvantage to your stealth.
Yeah.
And then Ondon is going to follow that up by asking, Seer, do you have a good way to attack from a range, or should we try to find a way for you to get onto the ground with them?
I do have 2 javelins.
But would you prefer to be in melee, or would you prefer the ranged?
I would prefer the melee. I would be able to use my Divine Smite a lot better than 2 if needed.
Ondon's gonna look to Maros, because he knows that she can see in the dark. He knows that Kaz can stealth, and Kaz is great with her range. Maros, I will try to lead Seer down into the melee if you'll take Kaz to the cliffside, and he's going to pull out his flask of oil, and when you are ready, have Kaz fire oil into the fire, and just see if we can give them a bit of a bright experience.
Or
Quick
Seer,
question.
hearing you
Help
say
me.
that, Seer would ask if you want her to suddenly dim, the fire, so that way they're until they're for 1 minute until their eyes start adjusting to the darkness, and then Kaz after that minute shoot into the flame right when my thaumaturgy would end, creating almost like a flashbang.
Did I catch any of the races, or was I not close enough to actually get a clear look at racial features for the poachers?
It wasn't close enough. Yeah, I mean, I'll say there's at least one individual you saw that may have had pointy ears, but it's hard to determine what exactly that means.
It's hard to tell
Fair,
which
fair.
of the many pointy-eared races that could be.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the ideas here, but you and Kaz have problems in the dark just as they might, and they outnumber us. I think the potential advantage of an exploding flask of oil in their campfire might give a little bit more chaos, and then if need be, we can dim afterwards.
All right.
If nobody objects to that plan, then I
Yeah.
think that we are good
I
to
mean,
go.
it will help me see, so... if the fire spreads because of the oil, I'll be able to see a bit easier.
So we're gonna throw some oil into the fire from a distance to make it bigger.
Seems to be-
Yes, specifically the not necessarily a throw, but I'm giving it to him for him to strap onto an arrow and like shoot into the fire, or ignite it himself and shoot into one of the hunters. Just something to mark that they are set and ready. After giving Seer and I a minute to find a path down the cliffside.
I mean, I can throw it just as well as I can shoot it, more or less. In
Okay.
fact, to be fair, I might actually have more of a chance of throwing it. Because strapping it onto the end of an arrow would make it a massive weight on the end, and it's going to go barely anywhere. Because it throws out all of the maths of the tension of the arrow and whatnot. Throws out all of the wiggle physics. I can't think of the name for it.
Real quick, while you guys are like formulating your plans and such, you guys can hear, I mean, you guys are not too far away that you start to make out some of the things that they're saying. And you hear them kind of like discussing things that they've hunted and things that they're, things that they've killed, and comparing like almost like something happened. I don't know what happened on the stream. Something happened. I don't know what it was. There is you guys notice that they are kind of bragging about things they've done and comparing different results and such. There's a moment where that shifts though, and you can hear one of them scream, "Be quiet! Fucking disgusting piece of... I don't know what this is. Fur? Kind of person is this? I hear she might be a werewolf, one of those lycanthropes." And there's like this kind of like hush that kind of falls over the camp. Well then, we can't kill her. We would need silver weapons. We don't have any silver weapons. And you hear another guy say, "And that is why we're bringing her back. Can fetch a pretty coin for her."
You have no idea how tempting it is to just say, "I have silvered weapons," and just shoot one. It was so tempting.
And those close enough to maybe gleam is that you notice that there is an individual by a cart that's kind of strapped up and like in bondage, being kept from moving and making noises, but they seem to be awake and cognizant of what's happening. It seemed that there was a shift that this individual made, and it caused the camp to stir. You'll see. Actually, you know what? Forgive me. Riley, if you will do me a favor and describe what your character would look like.
I'm not sure if I assume in this moment she's kind of tied up, correct? So Hazel is a shifter. She's descended from lichens from kind of a bear lineage. So she mostly has some human countenance, but she does have a little bit of a muzzle and a bear nose and some bear ears. And she, from a distance, you would think has normal skin, but up close you can see it's actually very short, fine fur. She's got kind of larger than normal golden eyes. Yeah, I think in this moment she's probably tied up and kind of looking around for anything that she can do. And I'm just, for my clarification, I'm assuming her hands are bound and that's why she cannot perform any magic.
Correct.
Okay.
Bound and gagged.
These guys are smart enough to know that some spells don't require your hands.
But I am probably wearing a green cloak that you might recognize.
That's a point, actually, bringing up cloaks. Was mine finished before we left?
Yes,
or
it would have been
still in
finished.
process?
Yeah.
And this is where I have another question. Is the wolf cut on the outside or the inside?
That's up for you to decide.
I was more just thinking, since the green is a identifying mark, if it's on the outside, it might be covered.
If it was on the outside, we would say it's draping the shoulders. But you can have it inside or outside. If it's
to be fair, with my size,
yeah,
it's not going to cover the entire cloak.
Right, yeah.
So, could we have it sort of like the green is like a trim around the ears?
Yeah.
I'm just going for the meme of going for the old RuneScape cloak with the trimmed edges.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Because I think I know how this spell works, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
With Find Familiar, would I be able to, like, summon a familiar and then, like, send it into the camp as, like, a random animal?
Yeah.
And just have it scout out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
remembered I have the smoke method.
Yeah, you have a smoke method, yeah.
That's what I was
I'm
thinking too. I was
I'm
like,
not sending my companion in there.
I was like, either I could send something or Seer could have sent something instead of having Ondon just sneaking around. I was like, it'd be less suspicious of an animal going into the camp
Sure.
rather than a person.
Okay.
And also, oh hi Ondon, did you hear any of that?
I heard all of that. I have been back.
Okay.
Yeah, you've had audio but not been speaking.
Okay. My only fear is I don't want to send it and then they go, oh, animal to hunt, and then just bam, okay, now they know.
If it makes you feel any better, the familiar doesn't die. It just gets sent back to its own plane.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that if it gets sent back, then now they know that someone's there.
Yeah, they see the animal doesn't die. They just see.
Yeah.
And now they're all on guard.
While you guys contemplate the new piece of evidence, I will transition you onto the map so you can begin to kind of get a better understanding of what you might be getting yourselves into. So give me a second while I transition you.
Just to double check, is my video broken on the stream for everybody or just for me?
Oh.
No, it's for everybody. I was gonna say something about that, but
Oh.
I got into it and I was like,
Oh no. Let me fix that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're fine. I'm okay with this mug not being on camera. I just figured I'd let you know.
Well, I can fix it. Hold on. That's an easy fix. No, it's
while
not.
we do the
Oh, yes, it is an easy fix. Okay.
while we are doing that and getting transitioned onto the battle map, with the like knowledge that there is somebody else tied up in the camp, even if Ondon can't see them and is working off the assumption that it is a werewolf or werebear, as the case may be, he would sign to Seer. I think that you would have better luck in front of them, and I might be able to release their new catch.
Yeah, and Seer would also offer, because she does have the smoke method, she can ask the method to cast dancing lights in another direction to try and maybe catch their attention.
I did totally forget about Ashy.
Yeah. So I think
Is that what it's called then?
yeah, we'll
Okay.
just call it Ashy. I only have it for this adventure anyway, so
All right,
I
I've got
think
it up on the stream, and I've got it. You guys can see stuff, right? At least some of you can see some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I
Just make
have
sure.
just thought of a question I meant to ask earlier. Now, obviously, we don't have to retcon anything. It's just something that I'm curious about. The spending 8 favor to rank up, that means guild rank, correct?
Yes, that does mean guild rank.
I was just curious.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say, oh, can we retcon and go back to me? We'll deal with that later.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Good question.
It seems like Seer is asking for Unden's opinion about what Ashy should do. I'm assuming that when he chose Ashy, he was informed about like what a smoke method can do, and his suggestion would actually be to try to blind the group rather than to cover them in dancing lights, because they were clustered around the fire, and are they still clustered around the fire when we get there?
So if you look on the map, you'll see that there's 3 individuals that are like at the campfire itself, and then there's like 4 other dudes that are kind of like wandering around. There's 2 that are talking to each other, and 2 that are like just messing with stuff around the camp, like getting stuff ready for the night and such.
Oh, and also as a point of clarity, I believe that the plan had been for Seer and Onden to split off and find a way down from the cliff, like off to the side, while the other 2 were up on top of the cliff. Is that acceptable, or is there no path for us to do that?
No, there is path for those of you that can see in the dark. There, either going to the left or the right, you'll find a path down. The
plan was to just leave me on the edge of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's still doable. Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah, me and you were
Maros
gonna be
was
on the top.
Yeah.
I meant more
I
as
said,
like
'cause I
in
can't see
terms of
shit.
where to start the combat. Was that the plan had been for me to take Seer to flank around the poachers.
You want
To put it in perspective, I can see to here. That's how far I can see.
Yeah, if you look on Twitch stream right now, I'm gonna show you how. So as the DM, I can do something. I can hit like Control L, and what that does, it shows me your vision. So I know that you can only see that far. So, I would say if anyone can guide anyone here, and that's fine. But if you're trying to flank them, I'll say flank from where you guys are currently at. That means you guys want to get to the opposite side. You'll begin to notice as you start moving that they actually have a cliff on the other side that goes even further down. So if you're going to flank them, you'd actually have to start fighting up.
So it might be easier if you came in from like somewhere on the sides rather than directly the other side.
Yes, I am. In this case, I'm entirely referring to the position by which we're going to enter into the initiative. Not as, like I understand, like on the map, this is our view.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying if you're okay with it before we start doing movement. Seer and the plan had been for Seer and Onden to be separated off on the edge of our cliff.
Yeah, that's fine. If you, in fact, go ahead and start moving your tokens. To a point where you think like, okay, this is where I would want to be if things kicked off.
Can you move me towards the edge of the cliff because I physically can't see the edge of the cliff?
Yes, I gotcha. Is that better?
There we go. Thank you.
I can also
oh,
not
never mind.
see
I can just hold left click
but-
and move myself around to see. Okay.
Seer, if you
actually
just
would
move
be-
yourself south on the map, you will eventually see Onden, who is going to have been your seeing eye dog.
Okay, no, I got moved. But my question is, do you actually want me to go to the do you actually want to lead me to the other side? Because did you want to sneak in and get Hazel? while I started combat on the other side.
I'm assuming that I do not have the time to do that translocation, just because we heard that conversation after we were in position, if I'm understanding from Chris. Is that correct?
Well, repeat the question.
We overheard the conversation about the presumed were creature, misanthrope, or I don't think that's the right term. I think misanthrope is something different. Yeah, there's a different thrope that means all forms of shape-shifting creatures, because lycanthrope is specifically werewolf. Either way, that conversation happened after we were in these positions, correct? Like we caught that as the tail end.
Yeah, I would say as you guys are preparing, that is towards the tail end. Yeah.
Okay. Do you say therianthrope? That's the word. That's the word.
I totally didn't Google it because I wasn't sure.
But yeah, so I don't think that I'm gonna have the time to necessarily move you to one side and then sprint my fishy self over without somebody smelling the sushi.
That's just what I wanted to double check. All right, well, I'm ready then. Whenever you guys are to
smelling the sushi.
Start the combat. I think Kaz was gonna kick us off, I believe.
I'm just waiting to hear a pigeon.
I'm assuming that we can no longer communicate quietly to Kaz, so it is entirely whenever Kaz is ready, we will commence
Whenever
the plan.
I'm ready, I'm going to give just a sort of
owl
bird-like chirp, just a chirp of some kind of owl or something along that lines.
Okay.
No, that's a cat.
All right, so you give a signal.
Wrong kind of noise.
You give a signal. The group is
and
alert.
then I wait to hear another one.
Okay.
That's still
absolutely makes a bird noise back.
Okay.
As soon as I hear that,
can the both of you
just
for fun? Can the both of you just roll me a performance check?
Yep. What is my performance?
Oh no.
Okay, nothing.
I'll cast guidance.
Oh yeah, okay. So Anden, you have guidance.
Also cast guidance.
Okay,
I will also cast
both
guidance.
of you have guidance.
Okay, time to be very careful with my default.
With guidance,
these things scare me.
That's a 13 with guidance.
Okay, all right.
Not 20.
Okay, very good.
I got a 4 on the guidance, by the way, Gabs. You saved that.
What's the D4? What's the D4 on this? Oh, a 1. Okay.
So your total is
21.
21. Okay. 21, 13. Okay.
I have plus nothing in performance.
There is.
I have a -1.
I'm actually gonna narrate this to the perspective of Hazel. So Hazel, you're bound and gagged, and you just got you got these guys that are like really itching to like want to off you, and then some of them just want to like, no, we need this person alive and such, and they start to settle down, and all of a sudden you hear like this really distinct like bird call. It's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And then you hear like an awful one call back, and it's like, the hell? and then
there's just 3 seconds later, there's just an explosion.
Okay, so there's an explosion. Okay, so you're lobbing some oil into the fire, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
I'm throwing it by hand rather than attaching it to an arrow, because attaching it to an arrow will make the arrow fly like shit.
All right.
I do also have arrows to give Kaz later. I just remembered.
I'm gonna make the fire a little bit brighter for you guys, and that hopefully that changes things. I don't know if that changed anyone's vision. Okay, so the fire gets a little bit bigger. There's a moment where the 3 right there, they're all gonna suffer 1d4 worth of fire damage. So Kaz, if you can roll me 1d4, and that's gonna be fire damage to them.
I need to be careful picking these things up. That's a 3.
Okay, so they all take 3 fire damage.
I might have to break out the sandpaper and sand down that point, because bloody hell, these things are sharp.
You said 3, right? I'm not making that up.
Yes.
Okay, I was making sure.
Blood for the dice gods.
Yeah. I wish they were red now because it wouldn't stick out.
Okay.
It genuinely hurts. I'm not.
Okay, so that goes off. That's going to trigger initiative. So I need everyone to roll initiative,
Including Hazel?
including Hazel.
That would be a 14 from me, and I need a roll initiative
three.
for my method.
You guys can.
17.
You guys should be able to annotate your own initiative in the tracker if you look off to the left once you have rolled it.
Oh yeah, I probably should do that. That would be helpful.
There
Nope,
we go.
that dice. Oh,
Both me and my smoke method got 14.
Let me go ahead and roll for. And then
X-Man.
Boomy, let me roll for Boomy, see what she gets.
I
Oh, I didn't
tried
save
to
mine, I just
annotate it,
typed it
and
in.
then it just disappears each time.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
have to
having
press
it
enter to get
everywhere.
it to stay.
Ah,
You have to what?
there it is.
Have to.
You have to
Six.
type it in
Yeah.
and then press enter. If you don't press enter, it just disappears.
Yeah.
There you go. I noticed that the first time I did it. I was like, wait, why didn't that stay? And then I clicked enter. And, oh.
And then let me roll for the bad guys.
I might have to swap dice. I feel kind of bad. I'm rolling really well today.
That's nice. Okay. Bad guys got a higher
Let's see
initiative.
what this one does. No, I'm not swapping dice because that's a nat one.
And then for the smoke, okay, so the smoke method did get a an initiative. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled for it.
Okay. Well, they're actually the first to kick it off because they rolled a 19 plus 1. Let me go ahead and
So close.
change our music real quick.
What can I ask? Is there a way that I can turn down the music in my own
Oh
headphones?
yes. So if you go to our Discord, go to our chat where we're talking. If you right click the Songcraft like speaker, the person in the call that's called Songcraft, if you right click them, you can turn down or turn up their volume.
Gotcha.
Because that's where the
I'll be
music's
honest,
coming from.
I had it so low I couldn't even hear the music. I'll be honest.
Yeah, sometimes
Same.
depending on the song or depending on the vibe, like it'll get loud or it won't. So if it does that, you can you can adjust it. Okay. So they're going to kick things off. The three in the middle are kind of like flabbergasted about what the fuck just happened. And
Can I have ducked down a little bit after throwing it?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it and then crouch.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, I'm on high ground. I'm going to be silhouetted. Like, fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely, totally. So the three in the middle are kind of blinded. I'm gonna say that their whole turn is trying to get a lay of the lands, but it's the others that are kind of getting like I guess the jump on what's happening. So we'll say someone says "Wonder attack," and then two dudes over here say, "I think it came from this way," and so let's see, 5, 10, 15. 20. This guy's going to go 5, 10, 15. We'll go about 20, 25 here. This guy up here, I'm going to ping it in case anyone didn't see them. This person over here is going to go spread out as they try to figure out who is attacking them and from where. It doesn't seem like they know exactly where everyone's at because you guys haven't made yourselves exactly known. This thing that you're throwing could have been from any direction, and the only people who would have noticed are the people that just got flashbanged. So everyone starts to kind of spread out. These guys kind of take a step back away from the fire. The three around the fire are taking the dodge action. The rest of them are waiting and looking to see where the danger is coming from. For the most part, that's their turn. We're going to come to Kaz.
Okay, so I see the two. So there's the two standing next to each other here. They're the only ones that are next to each other, correct?
Yeah, directly next to each other, yeah.
I'd also like to specify that Ondon would have told Kaz that we were going to be south of him, if that impacts anything.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that you're not on the cliff. You're on the lower level below.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So I am going to he sort of stands up and aims down. I am specifically aiming for this one.
Okay.
Wait, do either of them seem to be a ranged character more than a melee one, or are they both just a bit of both? Does one of them have a bow and one of them doesn't, etc.?
Both of them have, those two that are right next to each other, they both have a mace and they both have a heavy crossbow.
Okay, so they have the same kit anyway. So
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
No, it was more just thinking. He was thinking if he sees one of those two is more ranged focused than the other, he's targeting the ranged one first. But if they're the same,
At this point in time, they both have maces in their hands.
okay. So I am going to sort of step up, draw back, and I'm aiming for this guy.
Okay.
And let me get back to my screen so I can actually see what I'm. +7. That's a 25 to hit,
That hits.
and it's a D8, which is that one. +3 is 9 total.
9 damage. Got it. And that's piercing, right?
Yes. I'm also, since he's a large or smaller creature, he falls on his ass from Hill's Tumble.
So he's prone.
And I'm also popping a spell for Hail of Thorns.
Ooh. We're
So,
pulling out all the stops here.
As I hit him, any creature within 5 feet of him needs to make me a dex save.
Ooh, okay. Dex save. Got it. Okay, coming right up. Does he need to make it or just people around him?
The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet. So both of them.
Got it. Okay,
But
dex saves.
Does
Okay.
him being prone affect dex saves or not? I don't remember if that works.
No. Not that I'm aware
I
of.
can't
no.
remember.
Why did it? No, I did it once. Okay. So the rolls, one rolls a 14, one rolls a 15.
Okay, so they both make the save, so they take half damage of the D10, which is a 10. So they both take 5 extra piercing damage.
That's good. That's good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Let's
Let me
go
go ahead
for
and annotate that.
And I immediately take a step back and crouch again, so I'm not silhouetted anymore.
Okay. Smart. Especially, and this will be part of the stream where. Hello, audience. Anyone watching? Quick tip that if you're playing a long range character, to shoot and then duck because anything shot back at you will be disadvantaged if you're prone. This tip is brought to you by we'll say Matt because he's the one doing it.
Yeah, I just immediately take a step back and just like everyone just sees him go stand up.
All right. So yeah, Hazel, you watch as this chaos starts to erupt, and there's this magic hail of thorns that kind of erupts over these two, barely missing you, just on the edge, as they kind of scream out in pain. That'll bring us to Ondin with Boomy on deck.
Ondin's not necessarily too concerned about the bloodshed portion. Does it? I see that what the sphere of light is from the fire. Does it? I'm assuming that I'm still in stealth. Would I be able to move along the edge of the cliff to get underneath that cart?
Yeah, you could. Yep.
So I'm gonna use my cunning action to dash to get underneath it, and like right up, like behind Hazel, while being covered by the cart, and just do like a little bit of a whispered communication. I'm gonna free your mouth. I really would prefer not to be bit. And I'd like to use my action to like start untying her. If it's a full action to like fully untie her, I'm okay with that. If it's a full action to just free her mouth, that's at your discretion. But that is what I'll spend my turn to do.
It'll be a full action to free her completely.
So is that including the mouth as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've used bonus action and action and movement. Anything else that you might be able to do? Is that it? Might be
That
it.
is my full turn.
Okay. So, Hazel, you are being released from bondage by this aquatic looking individual who is very sneaky, almost surprised you a little as they had approached you from behind. That brings us to Boomy with the smoke method on deck, followed by Gabs. Boomy is going to just firebolt, because that's the easiest thing for me to do right now for her character, and she has it on her sheet. So I'm going to roll that for her. She's going to firebolt the one that was targeted by Kaz. And she rolls pretty high. No, she doesn't. I take that back. She did not roll high.
The one that was targeted by me is prone.
Oh, so that's disadvantage. So we'll say she actually did not. I mean, it doesn't really matter. She's gonna miss anyways. We'll say she targeted the one that wasn't prone, but she's gonna miss because she rolled a 10, and that's not high enough. So that is her turn. She's also going to back up a little, so that way she's not within line of sight. That brings us to the smoke method and Seer.
Okay, the smoke method. Seer is going to command to go there. Oops. About 30 feet. It's right on the edge, and let me see with this cinder. Just trying to measure that beforehand.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, I just won't reach him. Okay. Yeah, that'll have to be it. Just
Okay.
Moving closer to get closer to attack.
Okay. And then for Seer themselves, after Seer, it'll be Hazel's turn.
Yep. So Seer's also going to move. And she is actually going to try and attack the prone one. I believe this one. She's going to attack him
Okay.
with javelin. So she's going to...
Is it the one right in front of you?
Yes.
So that is disadvantage because they are prone.
Okay. Let me roll my 2. That is a 12. Does a 12 hit?
Let me double check because it might actually. Their AC is not high. Yeah, actually that just hits.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So now you guys know the AC for at least that individual is 12.
Okay, she is actually also going to use Divine Smite with this.
Okay.
So that'll be my 1d6 plus 2d8 of radiant damage. So that is 3 of piercing damage. Whoops, did not mean to click that. And of my 2d8, that would be 6 radiant damage as well.
Okay. That individual is breathing pretty heavily and is screaming out in pain. There is a gout of blood that's leaking from somewhere of his armored self, and he's cursing foul profanities. But he's looking pretty rough. He's barely able to even get up on his own. That brings us to Seer. That's everything, right? There's nothing else that you could do?
Yes.
Okay. That'll bring us to Hazel. Hazel, as far as your inventory goes, you know for a fact that your inventory, what may be left of it, is located across the camp inside of these containers.
Okay, but I still have my... Did they take my, arcane focus?
No, they're not smart enough to know that.
Great. Awesome. Then... And I'm complete freed, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So I think I'm going to look to the friendly fishman who saved me, and just say,
Why is it?
thank you, and then just is it difficult terrain or anything for me to crawl off the cart? Can I just get off?
Oh yeah, you can just get off.
Okay. I think I'm actually just gonna kind of crouch back behind the cart. Guess I didn't need to move. And cast. I'm angry, obviously. Cast Sorceress Burst. On the 2 up front, and I'm gonna spend a sorcerer point and twin the spell.
Ooh.
Or sorry, not Sorceress Burst. Witch Bolt.
Oh, okay. Witch
two on
bolt.
the
Witch
front.
bolt. Okay.
Or you said, do they both look bad?
The just one of them looks kind of bad.
They've both taken some hits, but the one that was laying down is the one that looks more messed up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and actually, can I target the one that doesn't look super bad? Sorry.
You're good. Take your
I
time.
don't know which one is laying down.
I'm so. You know what? That's actually a fair point. I've got something
ping,
for
but
that.
it's
Hold on.
not happening.
I was about to say, you have got the markers, haven't you?
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I have them.
I'm not sure why it's not letting me ping, but
Hold it down. Hold the mouse button down, and then it should ping.
I know. I am trying to do that, and it's just not.
Oh.
Oh, you did ping, actually. If
That was
I believe you did. I saw a little blue ripple out from the one that's just behind
blue.
the prone.
Blues me.
No, that wasn't me.
So someone pinged it.
That's so. This is the prone guy. This is the one.
Okay,
that's been hit
that's me.
most.
So actually, I want to ping these 2 pink ones. I'm going to go ahead and attack both of them.
Oh, yep, I see that
with
one.
Witch Bolt,
Okay.
twinned.
Okay.
Probably with a pretty guttural growl as I'm released and finally able to attack these people who imprisoned me.
Okay. It'll be a D20 plus 5 for each of them.
Could I make a slight suggestion?
Yes.
Back up a little bit first.
Sure.
I believe he's suggesting that you do it from where you started. That way you're just not in melee, because then you have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because if
yeah,
you're within
fair
melee
point.
range of that guy, you will have disadvantage on your attack. Ranged
okay.
attacks when you're close to someone have disadvantage.
Right.
Hence why I'm staying
Yeah.
as far away as I can.
Gotcha. All right, thank you. And you said I get to roll separately for both of them, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, that's a 24 to hit
Good.
on the first one.
Nice, nice.
But only an 8 to hit on the second.
Okay, so the second is definitely going to miss, but that first one's definitely going to hit.
Which
And
order did you target them in?
this one, I think you said you were trying to target, and what was the other one? The one that was prone next to him, or the one that's not
It
prone?
was this one. No,
That one?
It was this
Okay, gotcha.
The one by the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Decide which one you want to hit. It's up to you. I don't care which one.
Well, the one up north
Okay.
is
So-
the one that's going to take the hit, but because it's Witch Bolt, they both take hits later automatically. Even
Oh,
without a
yeah.
hit.
Because it's a concentration spell as well. That's right. Yeah. So on each of your subsequent turns, you can take a bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically, even if the first attack missed. That's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Wait, they made it a bonus action? Did it used to be an action?
Yeah,
and that's
it
bonus.
got better. It got
Wow,
better.
one of the few spells that actually got better with 2024.
And so
Okay.
Most of them
the
either
damage-
didn't
ooh.
change or got worse.
And the damage on the dude who did get hit is 14.
Okay, so let me annotate that. That's so brilliant start to Hazel's first turn in the game. Love it. Let me get this out of the way because this is actually in my way right now. Hold on. Move to the back. There we go. All right, you said how much damage?
14
14 is really fucking good.
lightning damage.
Okay, the dude you did hit, you can there's like this crackling energy that shoots out, kind of arcs in 2 different directions. Everyone watches as this individual who was bound and has been set free by your comrade Ondon, lets out like these two beams of lightning as they arc, and the one misses and hits the dirt and scatters dirt across the campfire. It doesn't dim it or anything, and then the other hits him right on the dome as it kind of shoots through his body. You can kind of see him kind of twitch a little. He is looking. He's not looking too hot either. That was your bonus. I think no, that was your action. You still have movement and a bonus action if there's anything else that you can and want to do.
For the subsequent turns, does it matter if I'm within range or not?
Good question. Let me double check. The spell ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range, or if it has.
Feet,
yes,
so.
you just have to stay within 60 feet. And also, it needs to be if they have total cover from you. So, like, if you lose complete line of sight on them, even within 60 feet, the spell ends on that person.
All right. Then Hazel is going to come back down a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't measure that.
That's okay. That was definitely within 30 feet for sure.
And I've got. Oh, I still have a bonus action, don't I?
Yeah. So for your bonus action, I'm looking at your sheet. I'm gonna
shift.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you could. Yeah.
I'm gonna shift, which gives me some good temp HP. 4 plus 1d6. That's it almost doubles my.
That reminds me, actually, bringing up health. Some people's tokens might not have the correct health for level 2.
Oh.
Because I know that by default mine does.
Okay.
I keep changing it. Every time.
If you're thinking about Seer, she has a penalty to her health from her downtime activity failure.
Okay. I just know that mine, I've had to change it when the token's been placed.
Got it. Thank you.
Do you want
I
me
should
to?
be at 20 rather than 12, but it keeps putting it.
Do you want me to add temp HP to one of these
Yours is
circles?
20 on.
For if you're doing like HP, I do the HP. Honestly, guys, the HP is for me and I'm sorry, not for me. It's actually for you guys to see each other. It's okay if it's not up to date because I'm not actually using that HP. I'm actually looking at y'all's character sheets because I have them in tabs. So if you're adding temporary HP, you can just add it to your D&D Beyond sheet. Totally fun.
Okay, great. Awesome. And I'm very done. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Maros with the bad guys right after.
Okay. I'm just gonna use Entangle.
What a good spell.
And I'm gonna put it on. Let's see if it'll let me do it. It won't. Okay. Will it let me ping? It might not. The archer that's standing right next to the fire.
All right. I'm going to give you access to this token. Actually, you might be able to. I don't know. Hold on.
But I can move it, so I'd assume you would have it.
Yeah. Go ahead and move that to where you want it. There you go.
Is it like accurate to the how big it is?
I hope so. Let me double check.
'Cause I can't tell.
20 by 20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then yeah, it's good to go.
So yeah, if you can move that around however you want to, if you can see if you can get more people in it, do whatever with it.
Yeah, you can rotate it too, however you want to do it.
Let's see if it'll let me. Yeah. Oh, I can just barely get this person.
Hold on, I can help you. I was gonna say I can help. Let me actually do this. Because disable grid snapping. Okay, now try moving it because it won't snap to the grid anymore.
Okay. Still just barely, but that's fine.
That works though because he's within that. I mean, the roots are gonna get him, so that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's deck saves, correct?
Yes,
All right,
if I'm remembering correctly.
deck saves coming up. Give me 1 second.
No, it's strength.
Oh, strength saves. Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
strength. Yes.
All right, so the guy with the bow and arrow to the south of it, at the bottom point, he gets a 11.
He has to get a strength save of 13.
Okay, all right. Well, then the next guy, he does get a 13, right on the dot. 13. Okay, So the first guy fails and is entangled. The other guy does not. I guess is not considered restrained, but it's still difficult terrain for him. Okay.
And then I'm gonna hold a dodge action.
Well, was
I
that
do
your
have
was it entangle was a bonus action or an action?
I believe. Nope, it's an action, so I'm good.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, their turn. The one that's prone gets up, but he looks weak. He's struggling to stand up, but nonetheless, he's going to charge at Seer, who's right in front of him. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15. He's no longer prone because he used half his movement to get up, or whatever it is. He's going to try to attack Seer. That is going to be 1 attack against you with a mace. That is a miss. It's a 9. Fuck me. That's a whiff. All right. That dude misses. This dude is going to also move up 5, 10, 15, 20. Now, this dude has pack tactics, which means he can attack with advantage because he's within 5 feet of his friend. So he's going to attack with advantage. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
I just like to think that the first guy goes to swing, and just as he lifts his arm, there's a hole there, and he's like.
For the 19 that hits, it does 7 bludgeoning damage. So, Sierra, you're already looking really fucking rough. You get 2 dudes right in front of you. One of them miss, one of them hits. This one right here notices Andon and Hazel. Since Hazel is the immediate threat, he's going to turn around and try to strike at Hazel. Let's see. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That'll do. No, that was not the right button. That'll do 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you'll need to make a con check to maintain concentration on Witch Bolt. So roll a d20 and add your con modifier, and if it's 10 or higher, you're good to go.
It's Constitution saving throw.
Oh, saving.
Yeah.
Throw. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's 3. Oh, it's fine. 21.
Perfect. So you maintain concentration on Witch Bolt. This dude over here is going to... Actually, this dude right here, the one by the campfire, he is going
Such a
to...
weird time for the music to cut out.
I know. They can't attack the people on the hill. So he's going to come over and help his friend. He's going to help get his friend out. So I guess give him like advantage on getting out. This dude over here is going to run... Yeah, this dude will run over here as well and attack Hazel. That's the closest person. That'll be a 15 to hit.
Yep, hits.
With 6 slashing.
Okay, there went all those temp points.
It's a good thing you did them.
On the upside, at least they were temporary.
You one of them you hear one of the guys from the entanglement actually not one from the entanglement. One of the guys that's attacking Seer turns around and see 2 people attacking Hazel and says, "No, we need them alive." Okay. That brings us to Kaz with Andon on deck. Oh, I forgot to roll for strength saves on those guys. Give me 1 second. Let me roll strength saves. One's with advantage.
Oh yeah, for end of their turn.
There's
Only one of them was entangled.
Oh, that's right. Well, then they still are entangled because even with advantage, they did not get out. So unfortunate.
So I'm just sort of going to poke my head back up again, and I could just about see the ones attacking Seer. This is where it gets awkward. The problems of having only a single attack. oh, this is one of those awkward decisions. So which one do I attack? Do I try and kill the one that's wounded, or do I try and get the other one off you? Oh, you're going to be going before them. Okay, I'm going to attack the one that isn't wounded.
From the one in front of Seer?
Of the ones, yeah, so this top one.
Okay, so the one that... They're both, like, wounded, but the one that's super wounded is right in front of her.
Yeah, so the one in the sort of lighter clothing is the super wounded one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go for the one in the darker clothing.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try and go down, like, in the top, just through the gap in the neck of the armor.
Okay.
And that's a 18 to hit.
That hits.
And it's a D8, which is a 7 plus 3 is 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. He's still
He's
up.
still alive, correct?
Yep.
And I'm putting him on his ass.
Okay, he's prone.
So I am going to sort of put it in the top there, but because of the size of my bow and the length of the arrows, it like comes straight out the other side. It's just sort of stuck like that. And just trying to put him on his ass, because my thought process is, that one's pretty wounded. That one's going to be the problem. I'll give you advantage on the one that's the problem.
Well, they're both at this point looking haggard. I mean, Seer, between you and these two other guys, either one of you with a gust of wind could be blown down. I mean, all three of you are looking fucking rough.
Yeah, oh, not good.
All right.
Let's just say I was very tempted to Hail of Thorns it, but it would have hit you too. So.
All right, Ondin, you're up, and it seems like either way you cut it, there's
same thing
danger
again.
to the left
Step
and
back.
to the right. I will say your best your best guess is probably to help Hazel, though.
Yeah, Seer's bread and butter has been melee combat, and I've got something if she gets any more hurt, so I am going to come up on... Sorry, I have to hit the button to type, or to talk. So I'm going to come up on him, and I'm going to do an attack with my rapier. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then with my offhand, and because I have a mastery, it gives my offhand advantage on the attack with a dagger. That is a nat 20 with a dagger, and I'm
Ooh.
going to sneak attack off of that.
Yeah. So yeah, so you'll do full damage and roll what you would normally roll without the modifiers on the second part.
So that is 18 damage for the attack with the dagger.
Okay, that's everything plus the roll?
That's including the sneak attack?
Yeah, that's 10 damage for the sneak attack because it's d6 plus the d4 for the dagger, and then I got 4 and a 4.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
18.
So yeah, you get him right, like in the collarbone, like clavicle area, as blood shoots out. He's still alive, but you within one fell swoop have pretty much taken his soul for the most part. He's not looking good.
Just to be clear, that is a total of 25 damage for the turn because rapier and then the critical.
25. Wait, hold on. You said you did how much on the first?
It was
7
7 attack
rapier.
with a rapier, and then it was 18 damage with a dagger.
So he was at 29 total, so he has 4 left. Because he started.
I realized
yeah,
I
these
I had given my damage in a confusing way, so I just wanted to be
Falls over.
clear.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, so that'll bring us
Probably
to.
backhand him to death at this point.
You probably fucking could. This is want to bring it to Boomy. Boomy, does she have anything interesting that she can do that might help out here? She has Cure Wounds. That might be interesting. Ooh, she has Fairy Fire. Let's do that. She's gonna fairy fire. Also, anyone keep in mind she has silvery barbs. So in these future rolls, please tell me if you want her to use silvery barbs. She has 2 first level spells. She's gonna use one of them right now for fairy fire to give you guys some help. So let me get some fairy fire out there for you.
I guess just try and hit as many of them as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the best option is to go for the 3 together up here.
Let's see. Send it back. Feel free to move.
You could leave it as that square and just move it 1 to the right, and it will. There you go.
What am I doing? Don't do that. Yeah, like right there.
Right like that.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
All right, and I think with fairy fire, they have to make some kind of save.
I don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's dexterity. Okay. So that is 2 scouts and a bandit. Okay. Dex saves coming up. The first one is going to be a 16, which is probably higher than Boomy's DC. It is. So, okay, so the first one saves. The second one fails.
Okay, which one's the second one?
The second one, we're going to say, is the one that's outside of the entanglement.
This guy.
And the other one saves. So only one fails. Oh, thank you so much for putting the fairy fire on there for me. I appreciate that.
That's why I was asking which one it was. I was prepared.
Okay. So anyone who attacks the one who has fairy fire has advantage on their attacks. Okay. That's her turn. She will start to make moves so that way she can start curing people later on. So she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll save right
Question
there.
with regards to this cliff, you said it was 15 feet tall, right?
I mean, at its tallest is 15.
So would this bit here be like a 5-foot drop from here to here,
Yes.
and then 10 foot down?
Yes. Okay. That'll bring us to the smoke method and seer.
Okay, the smoke method is going to attack the one in front of me. So, let me roll to hit. He's going to use claws. That would be an 18. Oh my goodness, I've been muted. Sorry.
No, we heard you. We heard you.
We heard that last bit.
18
We have
hits.
been muted for a while, but we did hear what they were attacking.
So that would be 1.
So the method's attacking the one that's standing or the one that's prone?
The one that's standing. Quick.
Okay. 18
that
will
would
hit.
be 6.
Okay, 6 damage. He's still up.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess he's at 2 or less.
Yeah, he's 2 or less. He's 2 or less. Definitely within that.
Definitely the less part, isn't it?
2 might be it, actually. You might have had it on the money on that one.
Okay, so then that'll be it for the smoke method.
Okay.
Brings me to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to attack with my long on the one standing, which because of my mastery is. So let me roll to hit. That will be a 19.
19 hits.
And because of my mastery, I 10. That is a 10.
All right, so the one that's standing is dead.
Woo!
You also have a bonus action, and I want, in case, I'm sure you already know, but lay on hands
Yep,
is a
I
bonus
did
action. Okay,
spend
okay.
all of my 4 lay on hand to heal myself.
Okay. Smart move. Love it. All right. Any movement or anything else? That's action, bonus action, so you got movement left.
And remember, he is prone, so he can't make an attack of opportunity. Wait, is that true? Or am I remembering correctly?
I think he makes it with disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh, okay.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, it is that way.
Will
Okay.
move. in just like one step.
Okay. If you move in that particular direction, he does have an opportunity attack. It's just at disadvantage.
Yeah, I will. I'm just trying to move a little out of range.
Sure.
So yeah, that's.
Let me go ahead and roll with disadvantage here. That's fucking crazy. I rolled a 19 disadvantage.
Oh
Uh,
At least you healed yourself.
you take 6 bludgeoning.
Oh my gosh!
He sees you like impale, drive your sword into his comrade, and as you kind of like take the sword and blood kind of spurts out, and you know wipe the blood off to the ground, you swipe it on the ground. He gets mad and just like a quick swipe at you as you're trying to like dodge out of the way, and it gets you right on the back of the ass. Okay. That'll bring us to Hazel. Hazel, you have 2. I think the one you targeted earlier is still. I think both of them still have the witch bolt.
Okay, so it'll be the guy who's prone up front,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it's
This one.
then this
That's
guy.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so follow up witch bolt is I think just 1d12. Yeah, so that's the bonus action. I'm going to do that one. Do I roll separately for them both, or is it one?
If I'm not, let me double check.
That's actually a good question. I've never.
Normally, Witch Bolt is just a single target spell, so with it being twinned, it's kind of a DM discretion thing, if I'm correct.
You don't have to roll.
You don't have to roll to hit. You have to roll for the damage.
Yeah, you don't. You just roll. You roll 2. Sorry, I'm catching up. It's 2 different d12s.
Okay. For damage. So,
Should we do
guy up
first one
front, prone guy takes 4 points of damage.
Dead.
And oh, dead. And guy right in front of me takes 6.
6. Dead.
Because that one had 4. That's not the idea. You're just like and then they just.
It's awesome. Yeah, crackling lightning coming out of me. And I think Hazel's gonna look around at how many of them are still here, and she's going to cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, that's
smart move, I guess.
Yeah.
Now my AC is 16, so
There you go.
hopefully this.
I'm glad someone else thought of that one. That one did.
All right. Maro, Swarchi. Oh, go ahead. You have more?
And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna move.
Yeah, I mean, you could move, but
if you move,
Oh.
you get the attack of opportunity.
The only thing I would ask is, this guy who I just killed, does he have any weapons on him that I can snag?
he has a mace and a
That is
heavy
good point, you're
crossbow.
unarmed.
Yeah, can I grab that mace?
You can grab the mace.
Awesome. That.
If you're interested, I do also have javelins and extra daggers and things that you could ask for.
I'll
You
just
see him
grab
couple
this mace for now,
times.
I think.
All
I mean,
right.
I also just don't have. I only have simple weapons, so mace is probably what I'd grab.
Okay. Maro, swear to
thought the idea
you
you'd
with the
look at
bad
all
guys
these.
on deck.
Okay, can I just cast Healing Word on Seer?
Yes. That's a bonus action, so you still have an action. You just can't cast any other spells unless it's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I think
I
it's
don't exactly know how Healing works.
healing word is 2d4, I believe, plus 2, I think.
I think it's 1.
Or it's plus something.
It says
2d4 plus
plus
something.
3 for mine.
Oh,
It
then
says plus 3.
yeah, then
so
yeah.
4
Yeah, so
plus
it's 1d4 plus.
2d4 plus.
Okay.
It's 1.
Okay, so
No, they updated it. It's 2.
Yeah. Why is it not coming up as 2 on mine?
That's interesting.
Why is
It's-
it coming up as 1?
on
Damn it.
D&D Beyond, it comes up as 3.
3. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. I'm
Spit
just,
up your
guys,
spell
guys,
casting
plus-
modifier.
2d4.
It's
I think
plus-
it's
it's
2d4
plus
plus 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Even
So,
even being
8.
on the 2024 page, it still didn't come up as the correct one.
Lame. How much did you roll, Maros?
8.
Oh, okay. So, Seer, you have 8 HP given back to you. And in your action, Mars, what would you like to do with it?
I think I'm just gonna hold a dodge action because I don't really
Yeah.
have anything else. I can
No,
do.
that's fine. Yeah, dodge action's brilliant. It's a smart move. Okay. That'll bring us to the bad guys. Seeing as I only have 4 left, this dude is gonna again try to get out of this stupid entanglement. And he's still getting. Is he still getting help? Yeah, he's still getting help.
Well, the guy with the fairy fire was the one help.
Yeah. So he'll have advantage. Did I roll attacks for everyone? No, I did. I'm being weird. Okay. So strength save at advantage. What? Okay. No.
They're not out.
Fails. No. He rolled a 1 and then a 3. So still kind of still there. And because the dude's helping him, he's not going to do shit either. But this guy right here, he has range of movement. So he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to move in on Ondin, while this bandit here is going to move in on Hazel. So 1 attack on Ondin, 1 attack on Hazel. The one on Ondin is a miss with a 4. Okay. The one on Hazel is a hit with a 17. Which will do 2 points of slashing damage.
Oh no.
That will end the bad guy's turn. Kaz, we're to you with Ondin on deck.
I am aiming for Mr. Fairy Fire.
Okay. Advantage.
And do I want to? How wounded do those two both look? The Fairy Fire guy and the Entangled guy.
Yeah, they've barely been touched. I think honestly, both these guys are the only damage they've taken is from that fire at the very beginning.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one of my free daily cast of Hunter's Mark on the guy with the Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Let me just move the prone away for a second. I'm gonna be putting it back in a minute, but I'll move it out of the way. I'm gonna stand up. Mr. Fairy Fire is Hunter's marked as well. Do we have one for that?
Yes, we do.
Where is it?
I already got it on there for you.
Oh, thank you. And so I am aiming at Mr. Fairy Fire, which gives me advantage. That guy is just a candle right now, isn't he? Okay, well that's the advantage didn't really make much of a difference because it would have hit anyway. But that is a 19 plus 7, so it's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Plus the damage is the 1d8 plus Hunter's Mark is a d6, if I remember correctly.
Hunter's Mark D6, yes.
Yep. That's cocked. Okay, so that's a 8 on the d8 and a 4 on the d6. So that's 12 plus 3 is 15.
Oh, 15? He's dead.
Yeah. Can I just pin him to the floor?
Yes, absolutely.
Just goes like through the chest and he's just stuck like that.
He's like
at an angle
he's
on
like
the
trying to
floor.
help his friend, and he's ripping off vines as they continue to regrow. He's like, I can't fucking. It's just he's annihilated.
I just like the idea, like he lands on his knees, so just bent like that. just looks like that.
All right.
And that is action and bonus action. I just sort of look down, see that happening, and
Okay.
just duck back down into prone again.
All right, Ondin, you're up with Boomy and the smoke method coming up in the rear.
Ondon really does not appreciate being attacked, so obviously he's going to attack back.
Yeah. Yep.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
It's going to be 9 damage with the rapier, and then I'm going to have advantage on my attack with the dagger again due to my mastery.
Gotta love weapon mastery.
It's going to be 16 to hit.
16 hits.
That's going to be 9 more damage.
Dead. Okay.
And then I'm going to move my movement to get into a tent.
Okay. All right. Boomy is going to. Let's see. First of all, does she have the best vision? She does have the best vision for this. All right. She's going to kind of come up to the edge and try to firebolt the last one of the two. Either one of these guys is fine. The immediate threat is the one by Hazel, though. So she's going to try to firebolt the one by Hazel. Let's see. That hits with a 24, and it's gonna do 10 damage, which is amazing. Okay. He's not looking good, guys. This firebolt, he takes it straight in the fucking face. And like you can see like skin starting to like bubble and peel at his face as he's trying to like figure out what's going on. He's still up, but he's like, I mean, he's a hit away. That brings us to the smoke method and Seer. And so Seer, you're muted right now.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Somehow you're still muted. Oh no. You were cutting out. That's what happened. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I was about to be like, my mic is on. Okay. The smoke method moves up and he's going to use cause our guy entangled.
Okay.
So. That's a 15.
15 hits.
Whee! And then a 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay.
And then that'll be it for the method. So Tia's also going to come at this guy because she sees that they kind of have the other guy handled. She's going to come up on this guy and we're going to swing my long again. Which is a 14.
14 hits.
Oh my goodness. That is That's a 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
And if he tries to attack, he has disadvantage with my mastery because I on his next attack.
Okay. All right. That'll bring us to Hazel with Mars on deck.
I am just I'm just going to shocking grasp this dude in front of me since he's close to me.
Valid.
And that is +5. Come on. Ugh, nope, 7.
Yeah, miss.
Oh, yeah, because Witch Bolt isn't active on anybody. So I don't want to take an attack of opportunity since that was why I tried that one anyway. So I will hang tight.
Okay. All right. Moros, we're to you with the last 2 bad guys on deck.
Is there anything I can do?
Let's take a look. You have poison spray. That's 30 feet. That's a cantrip. You just have to get within range of someone. Yeah, I mean, poison spray seems to be your best option here.
Okay, if I try to get in range of someone, I would have to go down here, right?
You could go. So I don't know if you can see where I'm measuring. This dude is within 30 feet of this square. That's a 5-foot drop. That's safe. You're good to drop right here and use poison spray.
Okay, would I hit the smoke method? Or,
No.
okay. Then, yeah, I can use poison spray then.
Okay.
Let me see. That does 7 damage, I think.
Would you
Or am I
roll?
supposed to roll?
Yeah, you got to roll to hit. So
Right there.
it's
16.
16. Yeah, that hits. So you said how much damage?
7.
7. I think that kills him. Yeah, that does. Nice. Fucking this spray of poison hits him as he starts coughing and can't catch his breath, and he's clutching at his throat, and he just kind of falls into the entanglement as the vines just kind of engross upon him. Nature takes root.
Equalizer.
All right, that brings us to the bad guys, and there's only one. He's not looking real good. Yeah, he's gonna throw his sword down. He's gonna say, I give surrender, surrender. Does the party allow for surrender? The next, I mean, you can make a quick judgment call in the 6 seconds you have.
I vote no.
Ooh, the druid said no.
How messed up does he look?
He's fucking messed up.
So this is where the awkward part of, I'm a ranged character. I can't do non-lethal.
That's true.
You can't non-lethal ranged attacks. The only way I could do that is by snapping an arrow, and I don't really want to waste an arrow.
I'm assuming we're kind of
Well,
like in a free movement type of round right now.
I'm allowing like this free moment of like, what are you going to decide? If it's to kill him, then we going back into initiative. But if it's not, then, it just depends on what you guys are doing.
Fire a shot, not aiming to hit it. I'm trying to aim to just hit the floor at his feet.
You can, yeah.
Well,
Alden will ask Hazel
Would you
how
like
she
me
feels
to? Would you
about
like me
it.
to roll to not hit it?
No, you don't need to roll for that.
I think
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure how much I know about what they were doing, but I want to know more about their operation if I don't have it as background knowledge. So I think I want to interrogate him.
Yep, Sia would agree. She wants to know more. So she wants.
Okay.
She would allow the bear as well.
If he's not going to struggle, Alden will go ahead and just use his rope to tie up this person.
He does not struggle. He surrendered.
As he calls for surrender,
Wow.
a 4-foot arrow just embeds into the floor in front of him.
Jeez, 4 foot's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, if you look in our group chat,
I
that
saw.
is a size reference.
I
Bearing in
saw.
mind that Kaz is 7'10".
God bless.
Doing the math, it's roughly 4 feet long.
The one time the druids kill him, we leave them alive. Alright.
Yeah.
We don't have to leave him alive forever, but just for the moment. The person that they had captive, or the werebear that they had captive.
The way Sia
Also,
sees it is we could kill him, but she wants someone to be brought to justice. She was really chance with others, but if this one's surrendering.
I have an odd question. Considering how tall I am, if I hang off the edge of the cliff and drop, is that less than a 10-foot drop?
It is less than 10 feet, yes.
Yeah, technically.
That's how Kaz gets off the cliff. He just walks to the edge and just hangs off and then
Fair-
lets go.
Fair enough. It's fucking Goliath over here.
Alright, bring me down with you. Because I don't
No, he
believe
just sort of stands at the bottom like this.
it. Yep, I'm jumping down into your arms. I'm not
So this dude only had 1 HP left. just to give everyone an idea of what you're dealing with. So he's not looking good, and he's bound and tied because he surrendered. And amongst the burnt skin on his face from the firebolt that Boomy hit him with, you can see tears, and he is suffering, but he's in between the suffering. He's saying, "Please spare me, please spare me." But as you were,
with him being on 1 HP, if we just walk up to him and just go, "Ah!" will he just die from the scare?
he might shit himself.
I was thinking too.
Are we out of initiative?
We're out of initiative, yes.
Okay.
Well,
just
and
quite
actually,
literally scare him to death.
I've also got. I mean, I think he's fine. Let's find out what he knows.
Well, I was gonna say Seer will go up because if he's that close to death, she doesn't want him dying before they figure. So she's gonna cast Cure Wounds now that he's tied up and all that. She will use Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
He's alive enough to talk.
Okay.
So that'll be 7 HP he gets back.
7 HP brings him to a total of 8 out of 11. So you can see some of the burns on his face heal, but they leave some scarring because it was some pretty bad burning on his face. But the damage is reduced, and so he's suffering much less. And he says, he looks at you, Seer, and he sees like this holy aura envelop him as you heal him, and he says, "By the gods, thank you. I'm so sorry for whatever I did. Please forgive me."
Hazel's growling. What do you mean, whatever you did?
I think I've seen a second coming. I've learned the errors of my ways. A second chance of life. That's what I have here. Please.
Auden is absolutely going to do insight, not necessarily to because he understands this dude's afraid, but more to see if there's any sincerity behind the fear, or if this is just bullshit. Please don't kill me.
Sure, yeah. Roll insight.
I was wrong about the size of the arrow.
Don't say it's bigger.
It's gonna be 22 for the insight, and then after responding to this, Aunden's actually gonna wander around the edges of the camp to look for more traps.
Okay. Make an investigation. But your insight tells you that this individual is he's scared out of his wits' end. He just saw all of his comrades within 30 seconds be decimated. And he does not want to end up dead. He sees now that he was very close, and he sees, you also gain from the insight that he knows that he's aware of the significance of someone healing him, meaning that these guys aren't evil. They healed me. So begging for my life is a viable option here. I if I can survive, I'll do whatever it takes.
He won't say
Hazel
anything
do
better
a-
for now, but he is going to continue on moving about for the traps. You said that you wanted an investigation for traps.
Mm-hmm.
While he's doing that, can I walk around looking for herbs or medicine supplies?
Yeah, make a nature check.
22 for the investigation.
Okay, I'll come back to that investigation.
Yeah, it's 4'2".
Okay.
I
went and used a scale calculator for it. It's a 50-inch arrow.
Mars, what was your nature?
11.
11. Okay, I'll come back to that. Hazel, what you began to say something.
Can I do a history check to figure out what I overheard from them, as what the history of them catching me, what all do I know about them?
Yeah,
And their,
roll history.
if these are the poachers, what they know about. How much I know they've been doing.
Is this one of the ones we have the name for?
That's a 2, and I have a -1. So that's a 1. I think I was well tied up and not listening.
That's
So-
an unnatural 1.
Here's what I'll say. Just to give you some context, not that this is any from your history, but this is just context you would have had. And that is that these individuals kind of ambushed you and tied you up, and it seems to be you are unique and you understand you're unique, and so that gives them pause to think of what to do with you. You know that they are poachers, but you don't know what faction they may belong to, what their ultimate goal was. You think they could be related to the owlbear and what's happening with the owlbear, but there's no way to know because they themselves haven't exactly mentioned an owlbear in the terms of all of them bragging about what they've been doing. Yeah, I mean that's about the best you've got.
Because we're kind of close to Black Pine, if I hear their name, Fellbrand Syndicate, is that a name I would know?
That is a name that you would know, yeah. You would let me pull up some information on them to give you. Hold on. While you're doing that, I have another question.
Mhm.
I would like to go around checking them for any identifying marks like tattoos, or you know how some factions will wear like a dog tag or something similar. I'm just looking for anything that's identifying.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I do not remember what my investigation is. What is it? +2. 16.
All right, I'll come back to that. I'm writing these numbers down so I don't forget.
Since you're doing that, I would also like to say that Sia will go around to the tents and kind of poke around to see what she can find, supplies-wise and the like.
Well, I mean the 10.
So no one is interrogating this guy at all.
Well, I
Yeah.
figured Hazel's there.
He's just tied up sitting there.
Karos is there.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm supposed to be looking around.
Yeah, you're looking around. If you're looking through the tents and supplies that they have, go ahead and roll me investigation.
A 16.
All right, I'll come back to that. All right, I'm just looking at the stuff real quick. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so you, Hazel, you know that the Fellbrand Syndicate within the confines of the Broken Tithe, they're very decentralized in their efforts, but they are poachers and even traffickers in some cases, and they operate beneath like legitimate trade guilds. So like, you know, very inconspicuous. And they specialize in harvesting, refining, and selling of rare magical beasts, or just in terms of mass poaching in general. But like their goal is to find unique or strange or magical entities. Like an owlbear is not magical, but it's a monstrosity. So they specialize in poaching those types of things. And their influences stretch across the Broken Tithe and in some areas and such. You know that in terms of your short time at the guild, you know that they are the antithesis to the guild, the Fellbrand Syndicate, and they think that balance is for the weak, that power is determined by its use, not by its reverence. They think that since the world, at least within the Broken Tithe, is destructured and dying in some kind of capacity, that it's those who adapt and profit from its decay, they will inherit it, and that's where legacy for them is, where that's how that's derived. There's a lot of legacy and lore within the Broken Tithe. They say, fuck that, this is how we're going to submit our legacy, kind of thing. That's about the gist you get just off the top of your head.
Okay. I'm gonna look. Do my new friends here have? Are you all wearing green cloaks? Can I tell you're from the hunters, Hawk?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, I think I'm gonna kind of grab him by the scruff, and just say, "What were you after?" Because you kept going after you found me.
We were after an owlbear. There was an owlbear in these woods, and anything extra was up for gains. So, but the owlbear was our purpose. We were trying to look for its whereabouts. Oh wait, actually over there, that individual, he like does like this side point. He's kind of like bound, so he's like doing the side point. He has a map. And the owlbear cave is marked on it.
Since I'm already searching everyone, could I just grab it since I'm already back and forth searching everybody?
Yes.
And I would just wander over, hand it over to Ondon since you're holding it up. I'm just going to hand it to Ondon and walk off.
He answers your question.
Are there more? Were you the only ones out here searching for it?
No, there's a small group of us that haven't returned. About 5.
And can I get is Ondon holding the map to unwrap it? Show us where they are. Where were they headed?
As the map unfurls, he shows you kind of like where the general direction of this cave is, and that these 5 had went to go kind of like scout the cave, not necessarily do anything to it. It's about, we'll say, like maybe 2 to 3 hours away.
And after you'd gotten the owlbear, where were you going to take it?
In Tagus, and to the main city hub.
Who's your contact there?
I don't know. I'm here as extra hands. I didn't have that information. I'm sorry.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yes, you can.
Make sure he doesn't know this. Ooh, that's a 16.
16. There's a twitch in his eye.
Can I wander over during
Hold
this
that
and
mace
pick
up.
the arrow up?
Okay. There's a guy. He's new there. I don't know his name. But he's asking any and all to find strange creatures and to bring anything back, alive, dead, doesn't matter. But he works over there in Antagus. I don't know his name. I swear.
What does he look like?
Like black hair, bowl cut. I think he's a half elf. Wears he has
the floor under his feet.
he has like really thick glasses or goggles or something like that.
I'm gonna kind of release him and look to Ondin and Seer and whoever's around and be like, I'm done with him. Like kind of toss him away from me.
Maros would yell in the background, "Kill him!
Seer is not.
Don't let him free!"
Seer is actually going to scare the shit out of this man.
Doesn't look very tasty though.
She is going to use phantom sound to create ominous whispers, and she's going to stare in the man's eyes, and she's going to tell him, you are never going to do this again. You are going to leave the Fellbrands, and you are going to repent for your crimes when I let you go. Basically, she's going to try and intimidate him.
Okay, and which ability is this?
Phantom sound is my thaumaturgy.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Can
Alright.
can I walk over to Seer and lay a hand on her to cast guidance before
Yes.
she does this?
Yes. So, with guidance, I want you to roll. You said intimidation, right?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and roll intimidation with guidance.
All right. That would be a 22.
He says, "By the gods old and new, I swear."
Okay. She will untie him and kind of shove him.
Before Seer unties him, Chris, you know that Ondin doesn't trust anyone that's on two legs and has a mouth. I'm rolling the insight.
Go roll insight. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, he's being
and
untied, but go ahead and roll the insight.
It is an 18.
Maros is right up there.
Okay.
Was that
Maros
3 or
is also
4
like,
rounds
I
of
don't
combat
trust
to the
them.
character?
Does him essentially does him swearing to the gods mean anything to him, or is this just a oh thank God I'm going to get out of this situation alive?
With an 18, there's notes in his voice that show that kind of demonstrate fear and I would say fear and a hint of honesty. Although you don't think he understands religion. He's not a very religious guy, but a paladin making him swear an oath of some kind, even if it's not official, it gives you the inclination that this dude thinks he's swearing an actual oath, and at this point he's seen what the paladin can do. He doesn't want the wrath of this paladin.
Auden is pretty sure it's against better judgment, but he'll trust Seer's judgment in letting this guy go.
Okay.
And then he is going to check on Hazel. I don't think Hazel's too injured in any real capacity. Is that correct?
Mostly okay. I'm mostly okay. Thank you again to the whole group, but especially
way
to
does
you.
he
Thank
run?
you again for saving me, for
Um,
getting me out.
he runs this way.
Oh, I didn't see. Can you
He's
left
like
or up?
he's going up.
Okay. I just sort of I'm at this point I'm searching these guys. I just sort of look back at Ondon. He sees me knock an arrow, and I'm just like, yes or no.
Ondin will give a very slight no. And
Oh, you're
during
no
Hazel's
fun.
gratitude expression, and then Ondin's like, you shouldn't thank me. If anything, you should thank. And he's gonna step up and he's gonna give Seer a tap on the shoulder, and then Ondin's just gonna fade out of existence, as is his normal MO of going into stealth. For him to continue to scour the woods for anything usable while Kaz searches the camp. Immediately asserting, I have nothing to do with the decision to save you, despite the fact that he is the one that made the decision to get Hazel first.
As soon as Ondon looks at me and says no, he unknocks the arrows because you're no fun.
So let's go back to these checks. The checks, just checks. I don't know why I added the extra S there.
Texas.
So Ondin, I think you were the first to roll. You said investigation for traps. You rolled a 22.
Correct.
You find traps littered about the area that as you guys were moving about, you didn't trigger because there were specific tiles you did not step on. You find 3 traps, about the same type of hunting traps. There was an 11 that was rolled by who? Someone rolled an 11. I think it was Maros. That's right, for the nature check. Roll me a d20.
Can I roll it, please? 9.
9. Okay. Roll again.
Oh, my rolls are terrible. 4.
4. Okay. You find valerian root, which is a thick, fragrant root used as a sleep aid and sedative. Mixed into teas or tinctures may calm beasts if used with animal handling. So when used with animal handling, it gives you an extra D4. Or you can give it to someone who's trained in herbalism with an herbalism kit, and they can create a sleep aid or sedative type of material to apply on certain things, like ointment.
I have a herbalism kit, so.
Okay, there you go.
So you could give it to yourself.
Yeah. And then there was 2 16s rolled, and I think these were investigations.
One of them was me searching for stuff.
Yeah. So
I don't remember what the other one was.
I think it was you and Seer both looking about the camp, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yes, I wanted to check the tents while I was checking the people.
Yeah. So for the people, I'll give the people first. So each person that has a bow and arrow for their token, you find leather armor, longbow with about 10 to 15 arrows, and a short sword. So you find that on each of those individuals. On those tokens.
Can you repeat that, sorry?
Yeah, each token has a bow and arrow. So like this guy, and I think those are the only 2 guys that have bows and arrows. You find leather armor, longbow with about 10 to 15 arrows. I'm going to give you an exact amount. We'll say 11 on one and 13 on another. And a short sword. So they each have that. For the individuals that look like they're brandishing scimitars, which is like, I think 2 individuals, those guys have scimitars, leather armor, and a light crossbow. The light crossbow has about 5 bolts each.
Scimitar, leather armor, light crossbow, and how many bolts? 5 each, you said, yeah?
5 each, yeah. For the other guys, the ones that were carrying maces, the other tokens, those guys all have maces.
There's another 2, right?
It's 1, 2, there's 3 of them. So there's a mace each. There is leather armor and a heavy crossbow, that each heavy crossbow with 10 bolts.
Right, I will say one of those doesn't have a mace because Hazel.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Hazel has the mace.
Yep.
Yes. That's in terms of like their inventory as you're going through. Some other things you might find is obviously some coins and whatnot. So all in total, you find about 13 gold and 22 silver.
That was 13 and 22, yeah?
Yes. You find a ledger that is it looks like it's written in some kind of code of some kind because it's hard to decipher. So you'll need to make a check to decipher it and to glean any interesting details about it. So that can be done later. Yeah.
He sort of realizes and goes, "That's for once we settle down."
Yeah.
And just puts it in a pack.
But that's about the gist you find with a 16.
Okay, cool.
And then for Seer, as you're looking about the camp, it looks like you find about 10 days worth of rations. You find camping supplies, so like sleeping bags. There's obviously the tents. There's about 3 explorer packs that are distributed about the camp. And inside a couple other tents, you find 2 more traps.
Okay. I will Okay, I need to quickly solve my thing. So let me quickly.
And where was my gear? It was hidden in one of these tents, I think you said.
The one up by the entanglement. Something.
Yeah, over here. It's in these
So I'll
boxes.
go.
Just for
Grab
clarity,
my
do the
stuff.
Explorer packs also have the 10 days of ration normal to the Explorer pack, or is that separate from?
That's a good distinction. I would say they don't have their normal amount, but they do have some. I'll say each of them have probably about, just to make it easy, an even number of like each of them have 3 days worth of rations. So like not 3 days worth, but 3 rations.
And also, I've shifted back into my more human-like appearance. So you've now seen me in both forms. And I think, if I can, I'm gonna check out the 3 people who had leather armor and decide which one I think is similar in size to me and snag their armor.
Yeah,
There's 7 leather
okay.
arms.
yeah. There's 7 of them, and you can easily find a suitable fit.
Okay. And I guess I'll just say to the group, like, would you mind if I take some of these, a weapon or 2 as well? I
mean, 2 of them are your kills.
I'm
so-
starting out and I don't have much yet.
No, go ahead. 2 of them are your kills, so blame whatever.
Yep, and Sia would actually offer one of the packs upon hearing that she found.
Thank
I just
you.
sort of look at everyone and I guess we use just kind of steal their camp for the night. Any objections?
None from Sia. She's
I mean,
still
hey.
looting.
For once, I'll be the only one. I won't be the only one with a 10.
I'm happy to help drag some of these bodies away.
Yeah, okay. So is that a yes? No one's objected, so.
Yeah, no, I think
No objection.
we're
I'm gonna
saying-
sleep underneath the cart.
At which point I was like, oh, there he is. Ondun, you're the one I trust most with this, and he just sort of like a string over his neck. He just sort of cuts half of it off and just hands you one of the moose legs, which he's just had the coat over the top of it. He just hands you half the leg and just goes, warm it up for everybody.
I appreciate your trust. And Audit is actually going to strip the meat off of the moose leg and use some of the water from the water skins and make a stew for everybody. Use some of those
That works.
rations, like crackers, a little bit of like dried vegetable in there.
Yeah, I will say Sia will probably keep just 4 rations for herself simply because she just in her bag, just as a kind of make sure thing, but she would tell the others about all the other rations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys had been
And I'm
traveling
just
for
gonna
8
tie
days.
off the other leg so it stays there.
Yeah, you guys have been traveling for about 8 days, so like 8 days worth of rations would have been consumed unless anyone was like doing something specific. So
Should I have hunted along the way?
I would say, yeah, there would have been times where people could have hunted to make sure to keep up with food.
But
And
that's-
such.
I wasn't with everyone during those 8
Right.
days.
Yeah. Okay. I think
And I'm just gonna go and just start picking bodies up and
that's fine.
getting the bodies out of the way.
I think as you guys are bringing down for camping and everything, I think this is probably the best place to stop because we're at a good pause. Where when we continue back next week, it'll be the Owlbear Cave. Keep in mind, I did say on the map that the Owlbear Cave where a small group went was only about 2 to 3 hours away. So so we will that'll take us for tonight. So I'm gonna direct my attention real quick to the stream and people who may be watching either live or recording, and say thank you for hanging out with us, and hopefully you had a good time and hopefully you enjoyed yourself. We appreciate you, and we will see you guys next Thursday, 6-ish, 6:30-ish, somewhere in that range. EST is typically when we are going to be streaming.
11 or 11:30, Mum.
or for some of us who are like across the world, plus or minus 10 hours or something like that.
Live in the future. It's 10:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Does the future suck as much as most people think it will?
It's still too hot. Climate
Oh,
change is
yeah.
still over here too. So
Okay. So for those again watching, we appreciate you. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.